Hello, my name is Vadim Najeev. I developed a pyrolysis stove for tires. What can my stove work on? On used tires erased, on plastic, that is all this can be loaded into it, but the tires will need to be prepared for this. For this they are cut. This is done very easily. Cut along the cord with a regular knife. Just no problem. Turn it over to the other side and cut it too. The main thing is to just have a good sharp knife, and then everything is cut very simply. Now we bend and we will cut the cord itself. Grinder because there is wire in it and it needs to be cut. So complicated. The main thing here is not to the sidewall also needs to be cut where the wire is in this part. This is the state. The second one too. Ready. The stove has bucket pyrolysis chamber. You need to load the cut tires into it. The lid is removed. The wheel is already cut and twists. In this way, you can simply enter here. Here it simply straightens out into the shape of a bucket. And everything fits very compactly. You can adjust it to fit more. Your second wheel. It would seem like a small bucket, but it fits so easily. Two sidewall cords, and now we will install these two. That is, the more we put in rubber in a bucket, the longer it will burn. You can simply compact it here. There is no need for access cords for air. That is, any gaps are simply necessary here. Stuff it in as much as possible. You can also add plastics. More films. Cover with a lid. Let's roll up. Snap that. A travel camera to the stove itself. We install the casing. Protective. The stove is lit using with used oil. 50-50 about 200 grams are poured here into this filler. Capacity. Let's set fire here. I light it. With a torch so much easier. So it turned on and started up and it started to burn there. If the chimney draft is weak, you can easily blow hot air with a hairdryer. Because we have it in our case, now the stove is on the street and of course, there is no chimney draft. Place it near the stove, there is no smoke. It is transparent, nothing flies out of there. It's now heating up and we're waiting until it heats up completely and then I'll show you how it burns, how it works. "20 minutes passed when it had already flared up. You can clearly see the fire from above. You can watch it here. And now it will be possible to close the holes for the primary air here from below. Let's remove this. We just tightened this bolt literally a couple of turns. Now the stove has reached the mode of burning like regular gas. Clear smoke is coming from the chimney. There is no smell. Standing next to each other, you can't feel anything. So it will heat for about 8-10 hours at full load. Anytime. You can add some work here. So that she's bigger, flared up. Combustion. Intensity, that is, if we screw it on like a faucet, then we make it quieter, we unscrew it, we make the fire bigger. The stove operates from a 12-volt power supply in the absence of electricity, can be powered by a regular car battery. Now at 7 in the evening I have a pawn with me for the skeletal maximum. Of course there is no smoke here. Even the sun has already set. Comes in. Fuck the quality. About the occasion. Well, the stove burned out, we spent that night yesterday, it cooled down and we can see what happens inside after the tires. We take out the central pipe. The skin is removed. What's left at the end is just regular coal. Pieces of the wheel that crumble easily fall out easily. And a wire that also easily comes away from all this. You will need to pour it out in order to load it again for a new one. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe and like.